Now that Donald Trump has become the 45th president of the United States, I see a lot of people on social media complaining they're moving to Canada. This country's going to shit. These are the end of days. And from a real world standpoint, you have every right in the world to be concerned. You're probably concerned because you allow the media to manipulate you just a little too much, but you have the right to be concerned nonetheless. I will always argue that the presidency is nothing more than a figurehead position. Whatever has to be carried out will be carried out, and you are simply getting a representative. From a domestic standpoint, you do have different things that certain candidates will champion, that they will make the point of their presidency, of their administration. But as far as dealing with other countries, in terms of things of war and shit like that, whatever's going to be carried out is going to be carried out. But I have told you that if Donald Trump becomes a president of this country, that equals good music. So you have nothing to worry about, hip hop. If I'm speaking to hip hop, if you love music that puts its finger at the very center of authority and squeezes it down, then you have to love this. If you're a person who loves music that says something, music that holds this world accountable for something, rather than making records, countless records about imaginary opponents and just vaguely throwing out lyrics to everyone. It's going to be more specific, and it's going to speak to the quote-unquote plight of the people, whether that be something that you should take seriously or not. We're going to get musicians that are going to take this world a little bit more serious, because what Trump does is he creates a need to pay attention more, to question things more than you would if Hillary would have been the president. If Hillary would have been the president of the United States, then it would have been business as usual. It would have been what has happened over the past 8 years, which is somehow, some way, taking a shot at the president is something that's considered to be taboo. You didn't have many rappers going at Obama. It didn't happen very often, and when they did, you know, they were ostracized. Lupe, ostracized. I believe even Diddy took shots at Obama in a very light way, and he was criticized for it when he suggested that Obama didn't really do as much for blacks. So that's a problem. It creates a very big problem, because all of this was created to oppose authority, to keep authority on its toes. Now understand something. Authority is authority, whether it be a Democratic president or a Republican president. It does not matter. It just so happens that over the past 8 years, supporting the president became cool, because that's what happens in this country. When America found out that they could make money off of rap music, when they could commodify rap music, then they were okay with using rap to its advantage. Now, everywhere you go, you hear rap music. It's in the biggest blockbuster movie trailers. It's everywhere that you go. It's the top selling albums. Well, maybe not the top selling albums, but definitely the most popular artists on social media. Even artists who aren't of the hip hop genre look up to rap artists or try to emulate them in their music or just in their overall just style. They try to imitate what the mold of a rapper is. So rap has taken this music industry to another level. And the music industry is, of course, $1 billion a year industry, multi-billion dollar. So if rap represents that, America's been able to use it to its advantage. And that's what they've been able to do. That's what Hillary did a couple days ago when she had Jay-Z campaign for her. I think it was in Cleveland. And he came out and he said all this stuff about Trump. His conversation is divisive, yo. His conversation is divisive. How do you guys like my Jay-Z impression? I think it's gotten better progressively as I've been doing this. I think it has, and I'm gonna be pretty confident with it in about like fucking 5 years. I think I'll openly say this shit in public. Trump is going to make people care about where this country's going. At the very least, if people aren't going to care about that, your musicians will. And as I said, it's something that it's so easy. It doesn't take a rocket scientist these days to criticize the president. It may have been something that's more complicated to criticize Obama because surface level, he doesn't give you anything. Don't you remember that it was a lot easier to mock President Bush because he would do very asinine things and he would say a lot of asinine things? And then all of a sudden he woke up and, whatever, he had this dream, and then he woke up and said, well, God told me that there's weapons of mass destruction over there, so I'm going over there. He's just begging to be mocked. It's the same situation here. So imagine how easy it's going to be to translate that into music form. I mean, for Christ's sakes, you had somebody like Nipsey Hussle and YG make a song, Fuck Donald Trump. That's a trend of where things are going. That's a trend that you can possibly hear political commentary on a trap record. You can hear political commentary on a mumble rap record or somewhere within an album. You can hear a song from Lil Yachty expressing his disgust for Donald Trump's presidency. It's realistic. All styles within this music genre always exist, right? I mean, it just so happens that you have nonsense is taking more of the forefront right now, but it's always been there. And socially conscious and politically driven and very smart music has always been here. This just makes smart music at the forefront again. And when smart music made by artists that are thoughtful, that can write good music, when that's going on, then that's when we get the best product possible. And at the very least, you should be excited for that. Real world matters. You have all the right in the world to be worried. You have all the right in the world to be terrified if you choose to be terrified. It's all up to you. We're not going to argue with you. We're not going to fight you. We're going to let you do whatever it is that you're going to do. But as far as the music, it will get better. It's been sort of a limbo. And I think that Obama's presidency affected rap music in that way. Because in a sense, you got what you wanted. You've got what you've always wanted. Or at least you got the representative that you've always wanted. You wanted somebody who was articulate. You wanted somebody who looked more like you. You wanted somebody who was educated, somebody who was diplomatic. You got that. So there was really no reason to complain. But the reason why it was created in the first place was to call that out. No matter what form it's taken. It doesn't matter if it's taken a liberal, very progressive form. It's always to be criticized because there's always something to criticize it for. This world is never going to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. There's always going to be holes in government doings. And when we experience an 8-year gap where most of our talented wordsmiths, at least known at the popular level, underground independent artists have been raving about this, I'm sure, for years. But when at a commercial, or not even commercial level, just at a level of decent popularity, when it's something that's ignored, then there's something about the music that's missing. There's something about the music that was always there that's pretty much disappeared. And had Hillary been elected the president of the United States just yesterday, that would have continued. But except now it's no more. And from here on out, whether he gets fucking shot tomorrow or he finishes 1 term or 2 terms, you're going to have people that are going to voice their opinion. And more often than not, it's going to be good music. because it's easy to listen to, it's easy to digest, because it's easy to criticize somebody that's as stupid as Donald Trump. Somebody that makes it so obvious about the mistakes that he does. You don't even have to look into his policies. If you just listen to things that he says and how that could be relatable to anyone. It's something that you have to open your ears to because it's something that demographically is going to open up political commentary in rap music.